Rock Solid MUZKAST Experience. It's Aaron, Dave, Patrick today. Woohoo!
AD
A special edition.
It's Rock Solid featuring Patrick Rivers.
That's right.
Special guest star.
Yes. And our real guest.
Yeah, Jenny from the block. No, it's no. I was waiting to say that. No, it's one take Jenny and and Anthony from Saving Jackie.
Yes.
Thank you.
Who is the older sibling? I forgot.
Guess.
What?
Jenny. Anthony was quick to fire that shot, by the way.
Well, I was gonna say Greg Brady, so
Oh man.
I would have been wrong.
Oh yes.
So how you doing, guys?
Good. Real good.
Is it hot and humid in San Antonio yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's warm. It's already warm. It's already
Is
like
it?
Yeah.
It's like what?
80s outside, and San Antonio is humid. We're very humid, very humid weather here.
I visited San Antonio once. I gotta say probably like 2006, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was in May, and I remember walking out. I was not prepared for it. I remember walking out of the office and just getting slapped in the face by a wall of humidity. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh, I could never live here.
Yeah.
But
it gets more interesting right when you get into August and early September. That's when it gets
Oh,
hotter.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all got your air conditioners blowing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, got to.
Sailing fans. Yep.
You know, San Antonio is a cool town, though. You guys got that river walk down there, and I'm gonna sound all PC for a minute, but it's true. You got all kinds of culture down there, and the time that I visited, because it was the only time I'd ever been to Texas at that point, and I was like, I really want some Texas barbecue, and everybody wanted to go to Mexican for lunch, and I was like, I got Mexican restaurants where I'm at. I want barbecue. I didn't get any barbecue.
The Mexican restaurants here, they give a Texas twist. So it's the what we call it is Tex-Mex.
Yeah,
So
it was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret it, but I was very disappointed that I couldn't have Texas barbecue.
yeah. So yeah, you know what? If you ever come down, let me know. There's places out here. We'll go. We'll go.
Oh yeah, if I visit San Antonio, you guys are probably going to be the first ones I contact.
Yeah.
No offense, Reborn. With no offense.
Oh yeah, I gotta call Reborn as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I come out for a show that you two do together or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
So,
nice.
Yeah, that would be fun. I think it'd be awesome. So you guys are working. You're in the studio, right? You're working on new stuff.
Yes. We got a 3-song EP that we're working on now. But
All right.
we'll release one and then wait a little bit, then release another song, and then we'll probably do it that way. You know, we haven't decided how we're gonna do this release yet.
You know, just popped into my head. I'll just tell you this because I find it funny. It's a stupid anecdote, but I play this little iPhone game where, you know, you got to beat these other people. And some of my hits say critical, and all I think of is it's critical. So you guys pop into my head almost every day. I'm like, oh, I got to go listen to it now. So, I missed my opportunity here. I meant to do the welcome back. Because Saving Jackie's back. One of our first guests, Aaron.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
We owned San Antonio for a while. I think our first guests were Stonewall Static, Saving Jackie, and Reborn. You know,
it was all out of San Antonio. I was like, maybe we got to move.
Just not during like now through September. You know, October. Just only go in October
Yeah.
through March.
When is the best time to visit San Antonio?
In early spring and fall. Those are the best to visit.
So like October, November?
Yeah, well, if you like it, because San Antonio doesn't get real cold. If it does get real cold, and an average day would be maybe lowest like 40s, end of the 50s.
Okay.
But
that's kind of like Sacramento.
Yeah, but spring and fall are the best. You're looking at 70-degree weather.
Yeah, see, that's perfect.
Yeah, right in there.
Spring and fall, Aaron. Mark it in your calendar.
That's it.
You're gonna work that
out. So this new stuff, is it? We're gonna hear it and we're like, oh, this is Saving Jackie. Are we gonna go a little off track from the first EP you put out?
I think with everything we put out, it still has that saving that Jackie foundation from Jackie on Acid to even now. Especially with the bass and the drums, me and the bass player, we've been playing together since when we were Jackie on Acid to Saving Jackie. It's like, I think the only difference that you might hear different would be the guitars. But we still got that groove, and we still have Jenny's vocals.
And do you have a different guitar player now than you did on the last album, right?
Actually, we got both guitar players are new.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm glad you brought up the Saving Jackie, because I was kind of avoiding it. Have you guys just embraced the history of Saving Jackie and Jackie on Acid?
Well, I mean, I think when I spoke out at a public event, I said God can get something that was a curse, and God can turn that curse into a blessing. So I think we're not celebrating Jackie on Acid. We're celebrating Jackie into its new carnation as far as Saving Jackie goes. Now it's more of a purpose than
you're
self.
not, but you're not just I don't talk about that type of thing. It's part of the history, and you can show the stride that you made from Jackie on Acid to Saving Jackie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you still get people showing up to your shows that tell you they love Jackie on Acid?
Actually, we've had fans from Jackie. So, but Jackie on Acid, we were back in the day, we were local legends, so to speak. If we had big crowds, but we were more dominant in just Texas, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now Saving Jackie's a different level. Now it's like the fans from Jackie on Acid are just finding out, even to this day, hey, you guys got back together. So they don't. A lot of people don't know that we're still playing, because we do shows in town, but we don't do as much as before.
Well, that's such a cool thing as a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give my example of Leslie Phillips. I was a big Leslie Phillips fan in the 80s, and then all of a sudden she disappeared. And then, the internet comes in, and I start reading and find out, oh, she changed her name to Sam Phillips, started releasing records over here. And by the way, they weren't as good. But but I was all excited that, she was still in the business. She was still doing stuff. Like I said, the music wasn't that good, though.
Yeah.
That's what usually happens, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that's what happened with you. Hey, I'm not saying that's what happened with you. I looked up some of the old Jackie on Acid on YouTube, and it's pretty good. But Saving Jackie, and I'm not even blowing smoke here, Saving Jackie's better than Jackie on Acid.
Well, I think
That's
the
great.
difference between the band to now is we wanted to do, instead of having two vocalists, we just focused on one. Because Jackie on Acid, when we started, it was two female vocalists. It was my sister and another female.
Well, that's the diva in Jenny, right? I'm not sharing the spotlight with no one.
And I'm not.
Keep it right here.
Actually, that was my focus. I felt I wanted to go a different. I wanted to take it. I wanted to be different, right, from the group four. And I've always been a fan of one vocalist and two guitar players. When we were Jackie on Acid, we were one guitarist. I felt that we could do a little more with two guitar players. And you know, it just sounds more full, powerful. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a lot of positive with two guitar players.
You know, I've felt that way for a long time. I still feel that way, but mine is not so much with the guitarists; it's with drummers. I like bands that have two drummers. Allman Brothers is a good example. But you know, two drummers, two guitarists, you get a nice full sound, and then all you need on bass is like Les Claypool.
Yeah.
You need to stay off the drugs, homie.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that band loading in 2 drum sets? All right, and then the drummers, all right, kick. Now you're kick. Now you're Let's hear the whole kit. Let's hear the whole. Oh, wait a second.
You know, I'm interested to see how it'll band would sound with Liz Claypool and Neil Peart.
Oh. Right? Well, too bad we'll never find out.
Well,
but
yeah, of course, but you know
that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Aaron's kind of just looking at me. If you don't know, Les Claypool is the lead guy from the band Primus, and he's just an amazing bass player.
Yeah. I see. And I didn't know you and a friend went and saw them.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan until I saw Primus, and I went, "Wow."
Yeah, they were bad.
Yeah,
real good.
Yeah. So enough about them, though. Let's talk about Saving Jackie.
Well, I thought you were going to mention Soundgarden has 2 drummers sometimes.
Do they?
Yeah.
Or is it, Godsmack does.
Godsmack.
Oh yeah,
because during the drum solo, Sully will jump back on the drum kit and they'll do a dueling drum. The other one is Genesis. When they would play live, they would have Chester and Phil both on drums. Yeah, and it was awesome.
And I even think when Phil did his solo stuff, he had 2 drummers, him and somebody else. But then I think there was some songs where he would just stop playing drums. The other guy would just play and he would sing. And then, you know, I guess it depends on, I guess, what the song called for or whatever he felt, you know.
And by the way, Patrick, I'm sure Phil was not complaining about having to load up 2 drum kits.
That's because Phil probably never pulled his drum kit off.
Not at all. Not at all.
So yeah, you're right. He probably wasn't complaining one bit, Dave.
You see? So this new stuff. Now the last album, I don't want to say it was inspired by, but when I listen to it, I hear a lot of 311 influence on it. What influenced you on this one? I don't know if 311 influenced you on the last one, but that's what I heard.
No, but they are a great band, though. I love them.
Yeah, they're awesome. I'm not gonna. You know what? This may sound like a love fest, but I'm being 100% honest here. When I hear, let me pull it up. When I hear Saving Jackie, and I hear 311. I can hear the production differences in it, but the Saving Jackie stuff is way better.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, thank you. I mean,
yes, thank you.
I'm a fan of 311.
Yeah.
This is my favorite song. I love this song.
Silence the Storm.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean the guitars on it are awesome, and I love that little scratching thing he does during the solo and all that. And that's I'm talking about the right song, right? The scratching in the solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, vocals are great, guitars are great, everything's That's a good song.
Now it's been a couple years. You did,
And I love Jenny's just sitting there like y'all getting into it too.
Yeah.
Do you guys dig? I'm gonna cut you off. We'll come back to your question, but do you guys get into your own music?
Yes.
All right. I was just curious.
I had cancer about a year and a half ago, and when I was going through chemo and radiation, I listened to some of our songs. Just, I guess I just needed something to listen to and some inspiration. And I remember my sister telling me that, I remember people telling us they've listened to our music and they've been inspired, right? Just more encouraged, right? They got inspired to be finding the songs encouraging into their lives somehow. And I'm one of those tough guys, right, that don't really like to show my feelings to just anybody. Maybe, like a handful of people have even seen me tear up, and that would be my mom, my wife. I think my sister saw me tear up one time, right? But
Yeah.
When I heard fight for your life, it's a miracle. It's critical. It's critical song. The lyrics really hit home with me, not because it's my sister and I'm playing in the band. It's just the lyrics, just the lyrical content in the song really hit home for me fight for your life. It's a miracle.
Fight for your life. You're a miracle.
Right.
Oh, you're a miracle.
Amen.
Yes.
Well, regardless, it touched my heart.
We're all going to start tearing up in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, I remember you guys did Sound for the Crown. I'd heard you for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's stream this, Dave, and let's see if this band can pull this music off live. and then I was like, because I remember hearing POD for the first time. And my buddy Dave here was working for a radio station. He goes, hey, you want to go see Linkin Park and POD? I didn't know who Linkin Park was. Really, I was just listening to basically Christian music all the time at that point. And I go, well, I'll go see POD. Let's see if they can pull this off, because they're tight. I mean, musically, they're tight. And same thing goes with you. And I'm like, can they pull this off live, or is this a bunch of stuff that they're pumping into the speakers and all that? And I was like, wow, Dave.
Well, because you guys did a COVID live stream or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
A few years back.
Sound for the Crown.
All right.
From Poteet, Texas, and I was like, wow, they can pull this off. So I was like, let's get them on the show, because it was great. The group you had then and the group you have now and all that. You guys just played a festival in Mexico for the second or third time or whatever.
Actually, the first one was during COVID.
Okay.
So they took the festival virtual. That's when we were invited to play. The very first time was the virtual show.
Okay.
And actually, because of that show, it just I'm not gonna say. I think COVID had a lot to do with us getting the attention we got, because everybody was online. Everybody was watching stuff, and our videos, everything just, everything changed. Nobody knew who we were, and then people from different countries were reaching out to us. And then when we did that, we started releasing our music. And then when we did when we did Exodo Fest virtually, that was the game changer for us. And then we played live. The second time we played live, and that was intense. And then this last one was just awesome.
We played twice.
Nice. This last time. And
so when you played that festival and came on Rock Salt, that's when it all
good catch, Aaron.
It all took off.
I like that. Good job.
It all took off, because we've seen 3 Days Under take off since he's been on the show too.
By take off, he means like take time off and
Yeah, right. We needed a break. No, I'm just kidding.
So how does the people down? I don't know what town it is in Mexico that play at, but I mean, what's the response like?
Oh, it's like, you know, I'll tell you what I told a friend at work. I mean, when I explained I mean, I'm at this new job now, and when I told people I was going to play in Mexico, they're like, "Oh, really?" So they started asking the same, "What's it like in Mexico?" I told them, "Here, I'm a regular guy, right? But when you go to a festival where people are they expect, they go not just to see you, but they see other bands too that they're familiar with." I told them. So you go to the show, and people know your name. You know what I mean? Hey, and they may not know you personally.
So
right?
They go, "You're Jenny's brother." So that's Jenny and Jenny's brother.
Yeah, people follow us. They watch they watch interviews. Because we don't play in these we don't play in these areas all the time. It's just when that one day out of the year we played, and they know our music, they know our names, they know our videos, and then Anthony Saving Jackie, and I'm like, I mean, it's actually hard. I mean, it's a blessing to have people appreciate you that they don't even know you, right, from anything but from social media. That's the blessing, and it's very heart touching. And then they give you stories about how the music impacted them in some way. That's the blessing, and I'm not gonna sit here and be rock star. Oh yeah, I'm over here. People know us. No, it people appreciate us in another area, and just that appreciation feels. I mean, it's a blessing.
I think I would soak that up, but I'd still be a rock star. Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Good night.
I'm just playing. Oh,
and that appreciation starts when you get to the festival till you leave. I mean,
that's
it's
awesome.
All a blessing.
Now because I can never pronounce it. I saw it plenty times on Facebook, but what's the name of this festival?
It's called Exodo Fest, but that's Spanish for Exodus.
Oh, okay.
Exodus Fest.
Okay. So, it seems like, how rock bands are big in Japan, like American rock bands are big in Japan. Like they have like an aging, I'm not calling you guys aging, by the way. I'm talking about some aging 80s rock band who's got nothing left in their career in America. They head over to Japan and they're bigger than life.
Yeah.
It kind of strikes me that that's the way, I don't want to just say South American, and I don't want to say that's the way those Mexicans like it. Not trying to be like that, but everybody south of the border seems to love Christian rock.
Yeah, and I think when we came out, there hadn't been a band in a while that sounded like us, or doing what we were, kind of, I guess, along the lines of what we're doing. There was actually a band from Mexico called Sparkplug. And I didn't know. I mean, when we started Saving Jackie, I did not know that there was even a following for any of this stuff that we were about to do. Right.
Right.
I didn't even know any other Christian metal bands personally. I heard of one or two, but I never really, I always listened to K-Love. That's all I knew was K-Love, and now I'm listening to these underground bands that are Christian bands. I'm hearing about them, and so there's this scene in Latin America, all Latin America.
Hey, that's how you say it, Latin America. That's what I wanted to say.
There's a Christian metal scene in Latin America, not just there. I mean, it's I think in Europe. Switzerland, I think, is one of the bigger scenes as well. I'm starting to get familiarized with some of these other countries. I mean, it's a blessing. I mean,
huge.
we're talking to fans from Athens, you know, from Greece, and
Crazy, isn't it?
yeah, Switzerland, Ukraine. I mean, it's all wow, you know, and it's not just South America. It's Canada. We got a fan that's she's super awesome. Ashley. Ashley's just. I mean, yeah, she's awesome. I mean, I want to say
who's Ashley?
Ashley Singleton. She's like she's not just a fan of Saving Jackie. She follows a lot of Christian bands that are out, you know, the metal groups, and you know, she's a big supporter of the bands, and she's been a supporter of us, and it's just been awesome.
She was on the witness protection program until Dave had to start asking probing questions. Now we know Ashley Singleton. She's from Canada. And she's like,
well,
no, man, up and move everything now.
It's not like it's not like she's a Trump juror in New York or anything.
No, she's a Canada. She's a Canada. So you know,
stop. She's in danger, bro. Come on, come on, man. There's a reason she was put in Canada.
So
spread the word.
Yeah. So we got it's just been a blessing to have people appreciate you in other countries. I mean, it's been a blessing. Yeah.
I just always find that interesting because, like, over here, I can tell people, hey, this is my buddy's band 3 Days Under, and they're like, who's that? But in Latin America, it seems like, that's your buddy? Really? How can we meet him? And then I go, you really don't want to.
I look at my bandmates and say, look, guys, this is our new song from 3 Days Under. My bandmates are like, yeah, who's that? Three what?
So, are we going to throw some music in, or are we just going to talk, Aaron? Either way, I'm good.
Oh, at the end of this,
you want to throw music in at the end? All right. Yeah. Okay. So do you guys have anything planned for summertime? I mean, like any tours or?
We got some shows that are popping up that we have to confirm. We got one, and it was it's a ministry that reached out to us. They go to these project type locations, and where there's high crime and just a lot of stuff that goes on in these neighborhoods. So we've been invited to play one, and I believe it's in. To be honest with you, I can't think of the date off the top of my head.
I think it was in June.
Yes, June 8th. June 8th. So we'll be doing that show here in town. There's actually a scene for Christian rappers. So we'll be playing with other rap groups.
Oh, that'll be fun.
We'll be the only rock band. Yeah.
No, I Jenny, you laugh, but I'm kind of serious because I mean, well, I don't consider you guys like a new metal band or like a rap rock thing, but you kind of cross over, and there's some good Christian rappers out there. Like I'm gonna give a little plug to True Lyric. He's a NorCal boy, but he's a great rapper. He's got good stuff. You're more into the rap scene, like Lecrae and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's good.
Yeah.
And you know who you guys have always reminded me of? You guys are legitimately the Christian Rage Against the Machine. Like, that is awesome. I mean, I came up on Rage, and so it was like, yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, no, the stuff is great. The stuff is great, and I'm looking forward to the new stuff because not that I'm worn out on the old one, but I need somebody to fill my drink type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you get that refill of that iced tea, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So now I would assume, because you guys, like I mentioned, you guys got the Riverwalk down there. I've never been, so I don't know what it's like, but I've seen pictures. Is there a lot of stuff going on around San Antonio where you guys get booked up a lot? I mean, is there chances to see you over the summer right in San Antonio?
There are locations. I just don't want to saturate San Antonio a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we do, like in the beginning, it's always good just to get out there and book a show as much as possible. But then after you play so much, you know, you still want to keep the fans entertained,
Right.
So you don't want to play them. You don't want to saturate it, right? You don't want to,
Right.
You know. I guess getting out there and playing as much as you can is good in the beginning,
Mhm.
and then now playing other locations like outside of your area is always prime, right?
Yeah.
That's always good because those are people that are not going to hear you play all the time.
Right.
So,
Right.
so I try to be a little selective where we play and what we do. Unless it's a big festival, then yeah, we'll jump on it.
Do you get noticed around town, like going to the grocery store? I mean, seriously, I'm being serious though, because to me, you guys strike me as kind of local celebrities.
Actually,
No.
No?
there are a lot of
We
there's Christian bands that are in San Antonio. I
Uh-huh.
think we're more popular outside. People know who we are in other locations than
Oh,
San
really?
Because there's
Okay.
not really. I mean, people see us play. It's just not as when we play these festivals, right? It's always awesome to play a festival because people are there. People are there to see the groups play, so they're familiar with some of the songs that the other bands are playing and stuff. But yeah, when we play live, a lot of people actually we get people that are hearing us for the first time playing
Yeah, when they're all
here
in
in
shock.
town.
Well,
Yeah. Who are you guys? You know.
you're pretty animated on stage, aren't you, Jenny?
A little bit.
You like kicking over the speakers and stuff like that?
Want to, but I don't do it.
Yeah, we'll save that for the
I'm
big
always
money
cautious of,
contract.
like, don't put your foot on the speaker. Don't tip over the speaker. Don't do, there's all these don't do's.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm just,
I got
know.
I got an idea for you. Work it into your contract with whatever location that you're playing at. That they've got to buy you a couple of amps, even if they're just hollow amps, so you can just tear them up on stage. Which will be
nice.
so awesome coming from somebody so small.
I know. Yeah.
She's
I
just
am.
a little bundle of rage, Aaron.
Jenny's 6 foot.
You're 6 foot?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
No, she probably comes on the stage like this sweet little mom and everything, and then next thing you know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my gosh,
What did I just watch?
Yeah, she's you know,
No, she doesn't do any of that at all.
No, you
All
don't?
life.
Oh.
you know what
There, no stage diving and mosh pitting or nothing like that?
No.
Oh.
no, you know,
All right, I'm not going now.
nothing like Mike from Convictions, the lead singer of Convictions, where you're screaming and telling the fans, get into the pit.
Oh, in the prayer pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
That was cool. Yeah.
yeah.
You're, by the way, you're welcome to use that if you ever want to. The prayer pit. It's not a mosh pit. It's a prayer pit. Let me see this prayer pit spinning. See,
As if Christian music needed another reason to be made fun of. Here we go.
Hey, that I call it the prayer pit. If there's a mosh pit at a Christian show, it's called the prayer pit.
Yes.
Michael W. Smith and Amy Grant are going to collab, and they're just going to have a prayer pit. And it's going to be a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, well, no, see, you'll know what to expect. A prayer pit at a Saving Jackie show is going to be far different from a prayer pit at an Amy Grant show, of course.
Would hope so, right?
Yes. So,
I think so.
so when's the new single going to be released?
When it's ready.
When it's ready.
Yeah, literally when it's right.
Who told us that? Somebody told us that, and I
was
say
Reborn.
it every time. Oh, was
That
it
was Reborn.
Okay.
That was Marco.
Oh, okay.
Marco from Reborn goes, I asked, so when's the new single going to be out? When it's done. I think that's what he said. When it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's the same thing with our videos. We had a video. The edited video came to me, and I watched it. And so anyway, we we've been talking about this video we're gonna release, and it's not ready yet. So when it's ready, we'll release it, and we'll
see that was a much nicer way than Marco told you.
Yeah, that's right. When it's done.
Marco was far more like when it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop asking, Aaron.
I think I sensed some frustration that day with some of the other band members not getting in the studio or whatever, And
Well,
so, because you always
it's
have
like
that-
when you're on a road trip and you ask your dad, "Hey, are we there yet?"
No.
He'll know when we're there.
Yeah. But there's always that one band member that is like, they've got their stuff all done, ready to go, and you're waiting for the other band member to kind of get his guitar in gear or whatever.
I would be that
and,
other band member.
You would?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I'd be like, I'm just gonna have to start showing up like a half hour early.
Yes. Yeah. So you guys only playing the one show this summer, or there's going to be some other?
No, we got other shows. That one's the confirmed show that we just actually confirmed on that one last couple of days ago.
Okay.
So yeah, we got other shows coming up. We got shows we got to confirm on. We had some other opportunity that came open for Missouri, but based on the logistics of things, I don't know if that's gonna happen. So
okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, so new music, new videos, and are you on any of the festivals this year? You're supposed to be at Broken Bottle, right?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, nothing with Broken Bottle has.
Oh, I thought you were on that one.
No, we haven't. Yeah, actually.
Have you ever played Rocklahoma? Have you ever guys?
We've looked into it a lot. Actually,
Okay.
there's been a lot of San Antonio, not Christian San Antonio bands, but I've seen a lot of San Antonio bands from friends of ours, the secular group. They play those shows.
Yeah. Well, Danny Wimmer's awesome. That's Rocklahoma, right?
No, it's not.
That's not Danny
no,
Wimmer?
No, but there's been Chaotic Resemblance has played Rocklahoma.
Have
There's
they
been
really?
other bands, yeah. I think Relent has played Rocklahoma one or two times.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, cool. So I'm going to wrap this up unless
Yeah.
we got more questions.
Nope.
Patrick, you've been pretty silent today. What's going on with you, brother?
I'm just honored to be here.
All right.
You're back again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here.
Yeah.
Get some.
Yeah, it's like the guy.
Get some.
What do you think? What do you think about the job? I'm blessed to have a job.
Yeah, that's me right now. I'm just happy to be a part.
Yeah, right.
Well, if I ever make it out to San Antonio and you need a cowbell player, let me know. And and you guys are on all the socials, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, pretty all of them.
What's the name? What should people search?
I'm gonna give you one guess.
I know, but I'm asking, and I want him to tell me,
Linktree.
Patrick, because I don't know if there's hyphens or underscores or anything like that in there.
Linktree. It's all there.
Linktree.
Linktree.
Well,
All right.
yeah,
yeah.
big tree.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Or just follow Jenny on Instagram because she's posting every day on Instagram.
Okay. I had to bail off
Well,
of
I tried
socials,
to.
but
Yes.
Yeah, if you just do search Saving Jackie, and it'll the links
Okay.
will-
Hey, by the way, it just because it popped into my head. If you use underscores in your name, I hate that. Everybody else hates that because they gotta switch on the keyboard to get to the underscore. Stop doing that. Stop putting underscores in your usernames.
I think we got an underscore for our email address.
See, I'll never email you.
Come on, Dewey. I don't even remember.
Do it.
I hope I didn't offend anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listeners. I
Well-
just mean I hope I didn't offend Jenny or
listeners.
Yeah,
Anthony.
listeners are-
Yeah, they could be offended.
Yeah. We only got a couple anyway. So.
Well, that's what I got Patrick here for, is to offend people.
That's right. So, hey,
Hey, I'm
thank you
being
for.
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, well, that's why we're asking.
We're gonna have
what's
to
the problem?
We're gonna have to have a little talk after the show, Patrick.
yeah.
Doc
I'm
and
just-
pay. Doc and pay.
I'm just not pay. Who's getting paid here? You guys get paid? What?
Yeah, you're gonna get one less peanut in your paycheck.
Yeah.
Kevin Jackson's got that Hawaii money now that the Rock crew's getting paid. That's gone, man.
Oh man.
You just need to up
hey.
your game, son.
Hey, thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Jenny, for coming on the show again, and we look
you.
forward to that new music. That'd be great.
And don't wait 3 years to come back.
Yeah. No, we'll make sure. We'll make sure. It's been on me to get them back, but
I've talked to
I'm
Reborn
looking-
about 800 times in 3 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the problem is here.
and
I'm
so
kidding.
can't wait till the new music comes out and some more vocals from Jenny laying it down.
Yeah. One take, Jenny. All
Right,
right.
thank Jenny.
Thanks, Saving
Thank
Jackie.
you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you so much.